What's going on, guys? It's Shawnee Salami. We're continuing the theme of just going up against teams that are completely loaded and stacked against us while we defend and are completely overmatched. It feels like it happens every time I record, and this time is no different, so let's get into it. This was a fun one though, and I used the Longsword, and I was going to talk about why I love this weapon so much. I talked about it in one of my first videos, but not a lot of people were watching back then. The reason I love it so much is because it makes me feel like I'm in like Game of Thrones or like Lord of the Rings in the middle of one of these like movie battles, right? And that's exactly why I play this game. If I wanted to like feel like I'm in history, I would be using a spear, and if I want to feel like I'm in history, I'm going to read a book. I'm not or go watch a show. If I want to be immersed in something, I play a video game. Anyway, it's a little bit of a rant about why I love this weapon so much. And it's also just really good, too. Like, oh, there's a guy bowing. That's funny. So, right, anyway, this team was not bad. We had a few decent players that I could recognize their names, but the other team was completely loaded. And I don't know, I haven't been playing that good, quite honestly, this last week or so while I've been churning out content. But this one it felt like that kind of get right game where I can kind of take this and keep playing good again, because despite the team being overmatched, I'm not exaggerating, I had double the next person's like total score, a lot more kills, way more kills than takedowns. I died the least. It was a dominant game. I did sacrifice my stats in a while to try and secure the win. I'll leave the results up to you guys. You'll see that if you stick out through the whole video. This was pretty insane. So usually fighting multiple one-handers in a 1vx, you're just gonna die. That's too much going on. But we somehow ducked this, come out on the other side, block that shield, kill him, turn around. Okay, so that guy wasn't dead yet, but we get him, and then I think the other guy maybe did die, or we just kept going. I forget, but either way, what a 1vx. That one's going to be in a YouTube short. You heard it here first. And then we come up on these poor guys, and we get another double kill. So everything's going right for us right now. And moving along to our next fight, I wanted to get something out of the way also. So I've had it suggested to me multiple times now that I should not fast forward to my next, fight. The reason I do that is I don't want it to seem like I'm hiding anything from you guys, but we're gonna try out for a few episodes of just like trimming out the walk back instead of fast forwarding it. And if you like it more and it feels more natural and you don't think I'm hiding anything, which I hope already, please just give some feedback in the comments so I know what I should do going forward. We're gonna do this for a few though, so we'll see how this goes. Guys, you'll never guess what happens in this 1vx. Around this time is when the team really starts to unravel a little bit. I don't know what they were doing, honestly, because we needed the defense up here up top, and I couldn't tell you what they're doing right now all on the sides and down there, because it's me and a few other people up here. That's it. This is what just being in the zone looks like when you use the longsword. Your target switching, you're using your slashes, excels, and stabs and all that. Unfortunately, I do get myself in a bit of trouble here and die, but that's kind of what it looks like. It's just one of those weapons where my good friend Kilo refers to as flow state. Is when the longsword you have flow state, nothing else like it. Never pass up a free archer kill. What are they doing there? That is just beautiful. You love to see dumb archers. Anything you can do to kill them, just, it's my therapy, I swear to God. Again, when you're hot with the longsword, you're hot. Like, it just hits different, as the Zoomers say. Sometimes you gotta hype the boys up for morale. It really did just feel like a lot was going right my way in the beginning of this game. It does fall off a little bit later while I try and push objectives and just sacrifice my stats a lot. But it was just a fun game, man. This guy's gonna forget to revive me, but I'll give him a pass because he did save my life, so it's alright. But another default skin comes to the rescue and we get back in the fray. And this is when you know you're in the zone. So I started getting into this one-on-one duel with a guy with a shovel, and I'm feeling so cocky that I'm like, just a shovel, that can't be the only thing I'm fighting. So I go and grab other people to come start fighting me too. Like I grab that guy, this guy started attacking, and then I go grab him, and then I go walk back to where I was. So it does get me burned because you'll never guess what happens next. As you can see, I'm fighting for my life on the objective. I don't know where everyone else is, though. So, I get killed. Here, death is assured, but we decide to go out in a blaze of glory. Even that dude's probably pissed I died to an archer and he beg emotes. That's very nice of him. Shout out him. Fuck you, archer, though. Now you're going to see me die like 4 times in a row right at the next stone because my team just gave up at this point. They really did just quit. So that one over there I didn't even know fell until I'm watching this back. I get in a fight with this guy, get surrounded and get killed. That's fine, but we're just starting to get steamrolled at this point. This is the moment I decide that I'm not going to be the druid if they get this objective, which is looking more and more like they will, because where are you guys? There's a few of us here trying to stop them from getting the sacred stone, but there's people that ran all the way down to the river. This stuff just gets on my nerves. I have a lot of patience for dumb shit, but like I don't have a lot of patience for selfishness in real life or in games. Now this fight goes on a little too long, so I start running back and it gets me killed. I mean, at this point I don't know what to do. I just start throwing myself at that sacred stone. These are my stats at the time, way higher than everyone else. I'm going so hard, but they plummet from here because I just keep going at that. I don't have an enemy to ignore the objective. I could reject being the druid, which I do, but I don't have an enemy to be just like, oh, you know what? You guys don't care about the objective. Well, neither do I. So they plummet from here on out. I would love to see what my like all-time stats would be if I didn't play the objective. But this is just a rant I go on about almost every video. I'm sorry if it sounds like a broken record, but it's kind of the point of the game. I think it's a little hollow if you're piling up your stats but not really like doing what the game wants you to. Like you could be doing duels or something, free for all, I don't know. Anyway, I try not to let it get to me too much, but I don't even need to trim this part out. You're just going to see me run right back in the same spot. Just die without any kills. It is what it is, though. Always laugh at archers to assert dominance. Watching how this ended is just painful. Just death after death. I at least hope somebody out there knew it was for a good cause. I mean, if you consider like helping a selfish team a good cause, I guess, but it was such a shame how this game started and went for like 4/5 of it, I would say 3/4. I'm not a math guy, but now it's just all gone downhill. I'm unraveling. The team has unraveled a long time ago. And that goes to show you that some teams are just beyond saving. At least they did me the mercy of putting me out of my misery earlier on this objective. And it's over. It did feel like a get-right game, though, for me personally. So I am... Look at those kills. We're so lopsided in their favor. But I think after this, I'm going to be back on track. More some dominating gameplay. I did love using the Longsword. Picking that back up again. And I will see you guys in the next one.